Today's video is brought to you by HelloFresh.
HelloFresh makes it easy to enjoy hassle-free, better-for-you home-cooked meals by delivering fresh, pre-portioned ingredients right to your door.
Today we're making some street cart style chicken bowls. Here we got all the ingredients laid out and getting ready to season the chicken right here. We got some shawarma spice. What's awesome about these HelloFresh recipes is they come with all the little spices and necessary ingredients that you need, so you don't have to dig through your cabinet of spices. Just exactly what you need to get everything spiced up, tasting good. Get our chicken cooking. That spice smells good. Got our chicken just about cooked up here. Got the rice prepared on the side as well. You guys know we're good at cooking rice over here. All these HelloFresh recipes come with high quality ingredients, including seasonal produce and protein that come straight from the farm directly to your door. This looks delicious. Got a nice little chicken bowl right here with some rice and pita bread. That is delicious. This beats fast food by far, and HelloFresh has plenty of nutritious choices you can actually modify. Whether you want to watch calories, add more protein, you can make all those modifications and customizations to your order, and it just doesn't get any easier. And then once you're done, you have no leftover ingredients. It was pre-portioned exactly to what you need, and you're ready to move on with your day. Take advantage of HelloFresh's incredible offer by using my code BoostedBoysFM for 10 free meals plus free add-ons for life. That's one free item per box with active subscription. Free meals are applied as a discount on your first box, new subscribers only, and it varies by plan. I think you guys should give it a try and sign up today. All you gotta do is click on the link down below or use my code BoostedBoysFM. Thank you to HelloFresh for sponsoring today's video. So we got a little behind the scenes over here today. The race trailer is being used as a furniture house mover. We're over here picking up our new couch, which my girlfriend is very excited about. Yes. And we are getting stuff moved into the new place, as you guys have seen. So we've been busy these last few weeks just as we transition over, and we are getting new furniture for the new house. And we're going back over there today to get this thing set up. Well guys, this is our final load from our current house here. Got everything in the enclosed trailer. And as of today, once we get this over to the new place, we'll be completely moved out of the current house and we will be fully transitioned into the new place in Bradenton. As far as the house goes, we still will be operating out of the shop here for the next few months. There will be more info on that at the end of the video, but as far as the house goes and us being able to stay there full time, that's it, boys. This trailer has had a lot of trips the last couple weeks, but it's the final load, and then we are fully moved into the new property. We dropped some stuff off with Anthony from the MR2 to get that rear engine cover done. But we also are changing some things up with the wing as well. Anthony didn't have quite enough time to get to this because we came back after Cletus and Cars pretty fast. But we were redoing the way the wing was mounted just a little bit. So if you guys remember, we had these aluminum pieces that came off of these tabs back here that Falcon made for us. And the main reason I'm redoing these is because over time the rivets and stuff started to pop out, and I wanted to do something else because these are pretty bulky and heavy. Not that he did a bad job, but I wanted to just kind of update some stuff, and it's a good opportunity to learn a couple things here. So Anthony went ahead and made some carbon fiber versions, and these are much lighter, and we got some of this stuff pulled apart here, and you can see this guy will mount like so, but since this is carbon fiber going to aluminum, we can't just weld this straight on or anything like that. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and weld a couple, or I'm going to cut out a couple aluminum tabs that we can weld to this plate, and then we can use those to bolt these carbon fiber gusset wing supports back together. So I went ahead and just drew up this tab in Fusion 360, just kind of learning the software and getting everything familiar, and I'm going to wait to drill a hole once I know where it's welded and in place to make sure it lines up with this guy, because I could add the hole here to cut it out. But I'm going to go ahead and just cut this tab out on the plasma, and we'll need 8 of them. I'm just going to do 1 on each side so that we can get all of these new carbon wing supports welded to the plates, get all that bolted down, and then we can throw the wing back onto the MR2 and get that thing all put back together. So we'll go ahead and cut these guys out. All right, if we hit start, she should start cutting. A nice little tab. Just clean that guy up, good to go. Just gotta do 7 more.
All right, guys, got the MR2 all back together here. Got the wing back on with the new carbon braces on the back there. Got some crows interrupting my video somewhere up in the tree. But I did also weigh each individual bracket. It wasn't a huge savings in weight. I believe it was about 60 grams per bracket for a total of like a couple 100 grams, which comes out to about half a pound of savings. But it is a weight reduction nonetheless. But everything's all put back together. The wing is nice and sturdy now. We do have these button head Allens going through the top now, and it is nice and rigid, and we don't have any more of these rivets popping out on us. And yeah, that came out pretty good. And as you see, we got the engine cover finally on this thing, so that came out really awesome as well. I did have to adjust this bracket just to get the height exactly where I wanted it. It was a little high, so I just brought that down some, but she's on there nice and stout. Let me know what you guys think I should do as far as, you know, integrating this into the wrap or something like that. I thought it'd be cool to put like a big Boosted Boys logo on the back side or something like that, but overall I think that looks really good, and this should definitely help the drag coefficient a bit, and it'd be nice to pick up a good couple mile an hour out the back, or else we did all this for nothing. But it's cool to at least put it on there and see what it does, and I think it does also help complete the look of the MR2, not just having the exposed engine right there anymore. But we know from all of the wind tunnel testing we did with like the Tesla that, you know, even just taking a door or something like that off, it drastically decreases your drag coefficient, because anywhere there's a hard brake like that, there's going to be a ton of turbulence right behind it. And now that we have this smooth back for the air to follow, you know, we should definitely see improvements there. And we know that the MR2 accumulates a lot of pressure in the engine bay from the fast moving air coming up underneath the car. So that's why we have these vents. So this fast moving air going up and over should help draw some of that out, and it doesn't hopefully build up too much pressure in there. It would be really cool to get this thing in the wind tunnel and see if there's a big difference in drag coefficient. I'm very confident there would be a significant difference there, but that would be the only real way to find out. And other than that, we're just gonna have to take this thing down the track and see if she goes faster than she's ever been before. It's been the best of 196 out the back, and that's, you know, pretty close to kill. So if we see anything over that, we could probably attribute a couple mile an hour to this thing right here, because once you're going nearly 200 miles an hour, the drag coefficient becomes so much more important, and it takes more and more power to push through that air. I mean, that's a lot of air molecules you are shoving this thing through going that fast. So hopefully that helps pick up some time, but we won't know till we get this thing back out to the track, which it should be pretty much ready to go. We just got to find a time to bring it back out and keep testing on this thing. So I'm over here at CJ's. We are borrowing his very nice laser machine here, because I'm getting ready to cut out another K-Series coil bracket that goes onto the valve cover, just like the one we made for the MR2, because as you guys know, we got the drag NSX build coming up, and I'm definitely getting this done way sooner than it needs to be done. This isn't even an issue for several months till the thing's nearly running, but I wanted to kind of get a hang on Fusion 360, why I originally designed the first one for the MR2, and I kind of based this one off of that, but I did have to completely remake a new one from scratch, made a couple changes here and there. So we got the fresh one right here. We're gonna see if I did a good job.
It looks good. Looks better than I could do for sure.
I did have a guy that wanted one as well, so I wanted to try to cut one out, not on our plasma CNC table, and actually get one laser cut, because it is going to be much more precise and much cleaner finish.
Oh yeah.
So I'm actually making this one right now for a buddy, but I will also be making a second for the NSX, and I got the K-Series valve cover right here just to make sure everything lines up after we cut it. And I guess we are ready to send it.
Give it a shot. Everybody else who should run this machine's gone, but I think we can figure it out.
Cutting away. Thing's fancy with all the cameras in there. Pretty wild, they got lasers. They can just blast through metal like no problem.
It is. It's wild for sure.
Did it fit on there all right?
Oh yeah.
Nice.
It's hot.
Set her down.
We're gonna have to give that a break. I think it'll burn me up. Like this?
Yep, test with the coil on there.
Perfect.
So I just gotta tap those out. Those are just gonna
Oh, you're gonna
be
thread
tapped.
them.
Yeah, I'm gonna thread them.
That's a good idea, see?
Yep, so
Good
the
idea.
holes are a little tight, so I can thread them.
Perfect.
And should be good to go. All right, guys, that came out pretty good. We just hit it with a DA real quick just to kind of make the finish a little nicer there, because my aluminum was pretty dirty, but our coils will go on right there. Just got to get some spacers made, and we are good to go. I appreciate that, CJ.
No problem.
Got that truck ready for the list race next week?
It's hiding.
It's hiding.
It's done.
I got a minivan to fix, so.
All right, it'll be ready this weekend.
All right. So I got to do a little work on the F450 here. You guys know I picked this truck up brand new. She's a 2022. I haven't had to do anything to it. It has about 60,000 miles on it. It's still on the original tires that it came with, which those are going to need to be changed out here very soon. But a couple days ago, it started to not start so easily on me, and I've actually had to use the jump box on it a couple times. I mean, I just can't get away from not needing a jump box. I could have a basically brand new F450 Platinum, and your boy still has to jump it with a jump box. But it just started a couple days ago, and today after I got back, it's really bad, and this thing needs some new batteries. So it's starting to smell like rotten eggs in this thing, and I just got done driving it, and it's been sitting for about half an hour now, and it's still sizzling right here. If you come over and look, you can hear the battery. Put that up in there. You can hear it sizzling, and it is smoking out of these little vents right here. Oh, see that? See that air bubble coming out of there? It is smoking. The batteries are cooked. You can see all this corrosion around the terminals, and it smells like sulfur. It's just not a good smell at all. So gotta go ahead and grab a couple batteries for this thing, and then she should be good to go. Oh, this thing smells so bad, and it's hot. That cannot be good. It's still sizzling. So before I can get the new batteries in, I gotta clean off some of this corrosion right here. You can see this negative terminal is disgusting, and while I'm kind of cleaning up all of this, I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna go ahead and put a Ziploc bag over this, and I'm gonna fill it up with some Coca-Cola, because that phosphoric acid in there will help eat away the corrosion. Not sure if it's necessary. You can just like kind of pour Coke on these and scrub them with like a wire brush, get that corrosion off, but I'm gonna just let it soak a little bit while I clean everything else out. The positive terminal looks nice and clean. So we'll go ahead, soak those guys, and then we can get these in there. I mean, just look at all that crap that came off those batteries. Surprised that the batteries went bad so fast, considering this truck is maybe about 2.5, maybe almost 3 years old now. I mean, this might even be under warranty still, but I just wanted to go ahead and get it done because I think that battery was one drive away from exploding or something. It was smoking and it smelled terrible. So go ahead, get it cleaned up, and we'll be good to go. All right, I got the new batteries in. We are all good to go. Gave the engine bay a little wipe down as well. The corrosion came right off with the bag of Coke. That worked pretty good. And then I just took a wire brush on the end of a drill just to kind of final clean that up. Looks way better than it did before. I'm sure you guys just saw how nasty that was. So all good to go there. Some fresh batteries, nice and clean. And this thing no longer smells like rotten eggs. So that is nice. So I figured I'd give you guys an update on the Odyssey real quick. So as you guys know, this is the block that came out of her. Cletus did a good number on that one. And I was going to try to get the Odyssey back together this week for the list race, even though in the last video I said I wanted to kind of go through the van, take my time putting it back together. I was going to thrash and get it back together quickly because last time at the list race, we were sitting number 2 right behind Cameron, and we did beat him that one time. So we were actually first just for a little bit, but my hope was that we could go back this week and defend the number 1 spot, which would definitely be worth it for me to throw the van back together and defend number 1 and actually leave with the number 1 spot and have the chain and the necklace and all that good stuff. But Cameron is pulling his truck from the race, which I would have thought would let us defend that number 1 spot because he's kind of forfeiting his spot right there and we should just naturally go up. But the way they have done it is because Cameron has won 4 times in a row, they decided to do this rule to re-scramble 1 through 6 with a random chip draw, which I'm not personally a huge fan of. I don't like leaving that up to chance, but it's how they wanted to do it. And for me, I don't think it's quite worth it to thrash and throw the van together. Whereas if I was sitting number 2 from last time, to have to show up and possibly draw like a 5 or a 6 once again, it's gonna be, you know, it just wouldn't feel worth it to me. But if Cameron did step down and we were able to defend number 1, I would just thrash it and throw it together. But because it's left to that random chip draw, I think I'm gonna step this one out and actually just go through the van because the drivetrain needs looking at, the axle boots are leaking, and there's just a lot of little things that I need to button up on the van because the way I was going to fix it was going to be a lot of work, and I was ready to go, boys. So what I was going to do to fix the van for the list race was I was going to take the engine out of the NSX, which is a basically identically built K24, and I was going to stick that into the Odyssey so we could just make that list race. This engine just needs a head gasket, and to do the head gasket, it's almost easier just to drop the whole thing out anyways. But with the amount of work involved and to rush getting the van together with that random chip draw, I was like, you know, I don't think it's going to be worth it. Plus, it would be best to take my time with the van. So as badly as I want to race in the list race, and I would go through all this work, you guys know how I would do it just to show up to this fun little race. I just don't think the work is worth it for me. So I'm going to go ahead and hold off on it and just go through the van, actually fix it right. I got all the components on the way to put a fresh engine together for the Odyssey and go from there. That stuff should be here very soon. So we will be sitting this one out, and I've just decided to leave the NSX alone, but I will be fixing the head gasket on this thing. I saw some guys wanting some updates on the old girl here, and I want to get this one back up and running, have some fun with it, but this one's been sitting for a very long time. Just get a head gasket in there. It will be good to go, but that is your update for right now on the Odyssey. Hoping to have everything by next week to get the engine together and get that thing back up and going. Well, guys, this is going to be kind of my last night here at the OG Florida HQ, if that's what you want to call it. I will actually be staying here part-time because as of right now, all of the lifts and equipment is still in the shop right here. So I will have to operate out of here until the new shop is built at the new place, which will be probably a several month-long project still. So I'll be kind of going back and forth, but as of today, this is my last day in here full-time because we got a couple new tenants moving in, and they are a couple buddies of ours. The first one is our boy Greg over here.
What's up, guys?
You guys have seen Greg. He is now the second fastest Tesla driver because that freaking Canadian beat our time.
Yep.
Dang Canadians, dude.
I'm sad about it. I'm sad. What are we gonna do about it?
I don't know. Maybe we'll have to get another Plaid or something and just cut it up even more. But I don't
Maybe
know if you guys...
I'll buy one and we'll cut it up. Deal?
There you go. If you get a Tesla, I don't think you would want to do that to your brand new Plaid. But Greg actually is wanting to get a Plaid out there.
I am.
That whole ordeal.
Yeah.
And an update on that, Greg went at 871 and the record now is like an 8.3. That guy crushed it.
Yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do about it. I mean,
Whole nother side note, yeah, he was able to like reprogram it. I think it's buried pretty good.
we'll have to get smaller.
Yeah, I don't know if Greg can lose that much more weight, but
We can try.
But Greg will be moving into the house here. He got all of his stuff moved over today. Just got the Miata over.
Yep.
And you guys have seen Greg a couple times on the channel, but once again, this is his road course Miata here. She's on a Fuel Tech.
Yep.
Turbo, makes like a little over 300
Around 300
horsepower.
Yep.
Really cool car.
Yep.
Our second guy is Lee, right over here. He helps us a lot off camera, and this is his Supra. Very clean. Has lost to the Odyssey
A couple times.
a couple times. Another victim. Just throwing that in there. I think they will be perfect guests to take over the Florida HQ here. Look at that, dude. Clean. And this one makes probably what, right around 900.
Yeah,
Almost to
900,
1,000.
Shy of a little bit of 1,000.
Yeah, and he also has a really cool R8 that's parked back over there. But like I said, I'm gonna be working out of the shop here for quite some time, and I do have a bedroom set up here. If I need to crash here, they don't mind at all. And this situation helps both of them out quite a bit. Greg had a single bedroom apartment in Clearwater that he was paying a lot for.
Yeah.
So I'm giving him a much better deal. He's trying to save some money, save up, possibly buy a Tesla. And it just works out overall because the new property is very financially straining as well. So I had to figure out what to do with this place in the time being. I couldn't just really just pull the plug on the place and like completely get rid of it because I'm still gonna have to operate out of this spot for a while. And yeah, it just worked out really well.
So, if you come back and there's a little bit more marks on the driveway, that's okay.
It's fine with me. I mean, there's already a couple burnout marks.
You heard it, right?
I heard it.
Let's do it.
I mean,
You heard it here first.
you guys might as well do a couple, you know, break it in. You're here now. All right, I'm not sure what's going on here. Is one of you guys going before the other?
We might do a twofer.
You guys going in tandem?
Tandem. Do a tandem.
I mean, don't hit each other. So Greg and Lee are getting settled in, and I figured I'd keep you guys in the loop because as I continue to do work out of this place right here, you might see them around more. But I think the situation is going to work out pretty good because as we just mentioned, I am going to continue to work out of this shop for some time until the new shop is built at the new property because I don't want to move any of this equipment like the lifts, the welders, any of that stuff until we are ready to fully transition to the new place. And that building that is already out there, I do not plan on doing any major work out of. So once the new shop is built, that is when we will go ahead and move everything over. But until then, I will be commuting It's about an hour away, and that is what is nice with our current arrangement with Lee and Greg, is that I also still have a room here. So if I need to crash, if I have a late night working on a car, staying up editing a video, and I just don't want to make that drive back, I can stay here and it will just work out really well. But I'm sure you guys can also tell that I just got a lot on my plate right now as we get through this move. So all I can ask from you guys is to please be patient. I know the content has slowed down quite a bit, but it's been kind of nice just to kick back a while and focus on some other things off camera, because YouTube has been my main focus, and it still is for the last, nearly decade now. And I don't have any plans on slowing down, even though we have currently slowed down these last few months as we've worked on this transition here. And I gotta be honest with you guys, it is pretty stressful behind the scenes. This is the biggest financial decision I have ever taken on, and it looks like sunshine and rainbows when I introduce the property to everybody, but behind the scenes, it's a lot of work and a lot of stress just making it all happen. And now that I'm on my own, there's just a lot of things I gotta get done. So, I had to kind of put the content aside for a little bit just to get caught up with everything else behind the scenes. So I got a freaking blown up minivan to fix, head gasket on this NSX, a whole race car to build right here. 2J Civic needs to be wrapped up. A whole bunch of updates will be coming soon, but hopefully you guys can at least understand where I'm at. And I think long term, this is gonna, be really good. And I wanted to take that leap of faith and see where it went, but barely pulling this property off, but I think it will be worth it. But that's gonna be it for this video for right now. Thank you guys so much for your support and watching along. More videos will be coming up soon, but like I said, if I'm a little slow, bear with me. We'll get through it. Thank you guys, and we'll see you later.